Hello ladies and gentlemen, Slightly Mad here, and this is a Zero to Hero guide on Reign of Kings Alpha. As you noticed, you spawn on the beach. Simply change the camera angle by hitting C, and if you hold down C you can pan around your character, so if someone's trying to creep up on you, you can spot it a mile away. Also lower your graphics settings significantly. Things like texture, resolution, shadow resolution, drop all that. Because it obviously makes berries on bushes easier to spot, and that's vital earlier on. As you know, there's two attacks, which is mouse wheel up, lunging attack, and mouse wheel down, heavy attack, which can be combined with a jump to get the easy hit on somebody. But normally you should just run around slashing with the normal left mouse button, like so. So as soon as you start, grab all the flax, which is this white flower here, start hunting for the berries. And you'll see loose rocks on the cliffs to your left. Grab those because you're needing to make your first tools with those. So pick the rocks up here, like so. Well, most importantly, you're going to need a way to defend yourself early on, because everyone's going to be out to kill you, so start smacking this tree. Okay, first thing you should build is a stone hatchet. That'll allow you to craft more wood. As you can see, it's 10 flax, 25 wood, 4 stone. Make that significantly decrease the time it takes to hit wood, and throw away the torch, that's a piece of crap. Okay, next most important is a way to defend yourself, so you're going to be looking at these javelins down here, which are a projectile. Okay, make about 10 of those, and that gives you the ability to kill wolves without getting near other players that come in and harass you. So they're quite easy to make. And the next thing you want to look at making is this stone pickaxe here. So as you can see, I need 10 more flax, 2 more stone, so we'll scour the cliffs and grab another one of those white flowers. Okay, now I can make the pickaxe, which is great for harvesting the clay and dirt, which is your first basic building blocks. This here is a dirt mound, basic building blocks, and this is the clay. You'll see nodes running all the way down that little bit there, and at the ends of each beach. What you want to make out of stone is these here, these sharp rocks. They go up your orifice, so I'll leave that to the imagination of where you think that may be. Simply put them in the naught key there, and if somebody captures you with a rope or metal chains, literally hit the O key and it'll give you a chance to try and escape. Another top tip is if you're finding it you need to go and do something in the real world, the best place to log off quickly is to run into the sea as so, and you literally use the mouse to swim. No other keys, just use your mouse, angle your mouse, and you can swim quite far and deep. Just log out there. People are aware of this though, and they will come hunting for you in the sea, but it's a quick fix. So you've got your first basic tools. You want to start looking for more flax for armour, and then also you want to be looking at berries just to keep yourself alive while you go and hunt for a base. This is just after a server restart on one of the official servers, so it's heavily populated. I'm not going to show you where I normally set up, because I normally set up right on the iron nodes, but that's a heavily contested area and it's not good for a beginner's guide. Okay, and bandages, as you see, these things restore your health. Food only gives you 5%, these are what you need when you've been damaged. Okay, as we see a stag over there. Easiest way to hunt it is just get in there with the wooden spears, it slows it down. That's it. That's why it was a good idea to make spears, so you can hunt. You need that for your crest, which is your land claim block. You also need it for meat, just to survive. Just going to show the importance of making highballs. As you can see, I literally jumped over in here, killed that guy, got his stuff. He hasn't even got a land claim block down, so literally I could cap this base for my own. Just a learning point there, people. But as I'm doing a guide, I'm not going to take his base, but normally I would in that location, and I'd put the land claim down, wall it in, and have a makeshift base ready to go. So as you've noticed, the beach is just down there to the right. We've come inland slightly. I've got a deer. Your next thing you want to concern yourself with is water. Simply, you're either going to come up to the marsh here or one of the ponds at the other locations, and you just run up and gather water. I'll show you how to do that. Simply run to the water, press Control, which is the default key, to crouch, press E. It auto gathers now. While you're doing this, pan the camera around. Make sure there's no one creeping up on you, because if someone captures you while you're doing this, it'll bug your game out and crash it. Alright, I suggest you don't leave until you've got about 20 water. As you can see, I'm on 5 already, so it doesn't take long. Okay, so you've got water, you've got meat. The next thing you need to do is get the fire down. So you click on the campfire and and get that campfire built. Next step, get rid of the crappy club you're using. Make bone axe. Bone axe is awesome. That's from the stuff you harvested from the animal. Back to the beach, grab loads of clay and dirt. Okay, here I was trying to farm and a guy crept up behind me, but luckily because I had these javelins which I told you to make earlier, you'll see all the blood trails on the beach of the man as he ran away. If you didn't know, you can hold right click down, left click and get a bit of bullet time. But the best way to fight when you're fighting somebody is keep wheeling round like this, throwing them. As I said before, log out in the sea, otherwise this is what you do. You become a sleeper and you become a target to all the noobs that spawn on the beach. Okay, so I've logged back in. I know which way is up. If you look at the air meter on the right, that's the top bar that's going down, but you can pretty much move like a submarine on this game, and if there's a large stretch of water, swim underneath the water like so. People can't really see you apart from a little silhouette. It's a lot safer. Just for this guide, we're going to use this little island to craft because this server's full. It's an official server. It's full of people just wanting to kill people. So I'll hide away and build a base for the guide. Okay, you're probably asking where should I set my base. More advanced people should set their bases inland by the resources, by the stone and iron. But genuinely, you can be seen easier if you put your base on a hill, but on a slope it's really hard for somebody to deploy a trebuchet. So if you've got a hill, that's a good location for a base. Stops you getting trebbed if you build up. But that is the spin-off on that is people can see you. You know, you build that big base on the hill, everybody wants to get up there and take it, you know. So you've got to toss it up. So we're going to pick this area here to build. It's on the top of a hill, got slopes all around. It's going to be bloody hard for somebody to treb. Your next important task is to get a chest down and a bed down. I'll show you that now. Okay, so in the container section, you'll see that it takes 100 wood. Craft one of them. Alright. And you should basically hide the chest somewhere nearby to where you are, not too far, and make sure no other players are watching what you're doing. I'll give you a little hint here, but everybody knows about this now, so it'll work on noobs, but it won't work on seasoned players. You can deploy it in a bush here. If you want to be super sneaky, you can deploy it in the sea, like so. However, in the sea it will roll away, and if people are hunting for people that have logged out in the sea, then they will find your chest. So I'm going to keep it near to me because I'm quite an experienced player. And because of all this dirt I've collected, I'm going to make some blocks. So I'll get this chest down first. You can pick up the chests when you place them. So just in a little dip down here, I'm going to whack a chest. Just right here somewhere. Put all the stuff I don't need in there. See all that flax in there while we're building. That stone in there, clear up some inventory space. Okay, fire's down. First thing you should do is you should have picked up loads of rocks from the beach, 25 to be precise, and you can upgrade this fire as you craft. Okay, so fire's upgrading. Right, now you want to crack on with your bed, which is 100 wood as such. Okay, furniture section, stiff bed, you need 30 flax for that. Remember, white flour, flax, very important. Can't find stone. There are stone nodes to mine inland, but grab these for now. These little rocks here, they all mount up. Okay, so bed placement. Just I normally hide it in a bush, or normally hide it a little way away from the base. You can always bring it in later on, just in case someone rushes your camp early on. You can pop up and surprise them. There you go. Next thing you need, workstation. Down here in stations, next to the fire. Now is a good time to stick that meat in the fire that you had. Simply open up the fire with E, chuck the meat in, right click on the wood and see as you move your mouse right and left it increases number or decreases it. Some people didn't know that, so 13 of them in there, bosh, there we go. After a little scrap with that guy, I was down to 39 spears. Always keep 2 stacks of those on you because you just need to spam them, and most people run away when they realise you've got loads of those. Let's get this workstation down. It doesn't need to be in a base at this moment in time, like I said. Chuck that down here. As you can see, they can be upgraded. That's quite a lot of upgrade. That's 90 wood, 55 flax. You need to scour the beach for the flax. If you're inland, there's a lot more in the green fields and the hay fields, but it's a more heavily contested area. So because we can't upgrade that now with the flax, we can't move on to the wood construction, so we're going to use clay and dirt blocks. Okay, you can also put the number in here, so I normally put something like 60, it'll make 47, it just saves you clicking through it all, so get that clay on the go as well. One of the most important things that guy screwed up on earlier is you need bone. We got that from killing the animal. Leather hide, we got that from killing the animal. 100 wood. You build this thing called a crest. That's a land claim block. That means people can't build in your area. I could have literally slapped that down and stolen that whole guy's base, but as I'm doing a guide, I'm not going to do that. I'm being nice today. Top tip for these is you can place them and they start capturing and pick them up again. Now what you can do with this is you can place it down and then place all the blocks over it in your foundation. Alright, and then as you build your base up, move the crest higher in the base. Just for the guide, I'm just literally going to put it on the back wall, which isn't a very safe thing to do because it's only a clay base, and if a no-lifer comes along and stands there hacking away, they can get straight to my crest. But for the guide, it's going there. As you saw before, the most important thing is get that roof on fast. You need to get that roof on fast to stop people hopping in over your roof. If you made a mistake, simply get your block editor out or click the key next to the number 1 and right click and you can remove blocks. Alright. Normally in a base situation you wouldn't use these big gates, but I got them free. You would use doors. You want to rush for iron doors as quick as you can, because the normal wooden doors can get hatched through fairly quickly. Well, the server's coming down in 29 seconds. That is a very, very quick guide on how to basically survive and get up your first camp set up. I'm now going to run off into the sea to log out before Armageddon hits. Thanks for watching.